Hey, what's up, people? Hope you're all well. Hope you're all healthy. Hope you're all keeping safe. Thought I'd jump on here. I'm not going to cover anything to do with COVID. I think it's been done to death. I don't think we need to talk about it anymore. It does wind me up talking about it, and I know the whole idea is for me to come on here and be wound up, but it's pretty boring for you guys to hear me whine and moan about the same things. So there's a couple of things I'm going to jump on here and talk about. The first one is celebrities jumping on charity bandwagons and jumping on good cause bandwagons. The main culprit at the moment for doing this, who's really beginning to piss me off with the way that he talks to people on social media, is Gary Lineker. This guy, the minute there's a cause, the minute there's a charity, the minute there's something to get behind, he's straight on there preaching to everyone on Twitter about how bad they are, that they don't cover it, and they don't agree with it. He's fine to do what he wants to do, live and let live, the motto kind of thing. However, I don't need to be preached to by someone like him. He's got no conception of the real world, no perception of the real world and the struggles that people go through. This guy wanted to make a big thing of the fact that he's taken a pay cut for the BBC, and he's only going to be earning £1.35 million a year as opposed to what he was earning before. So I don't know how he's going to get by struggling on that little amount. 1.35 million a year. He's really going to be in the he's really going to be down on his luck and really have to kind of scramble for pennies. Not forgetting that he's also being paid by BT Sport as well. So the guy's fucking minted, and he thinks he's got a right to jump on Twitter and preach to people because they don't appreciate him ramming down their throats that he's going to jump on the next big charity that comes along to say, hey, look at me, I'm a really nice guy. He pisses me off because he's always doing it. The minute there's some kind of event happens or some kind of cause to get behind, he's jumping on criticising people if they don't agree with it. Now, we can't all agree on everything. And there's certain charities I agree with, and there's certain causes I agree with. But there's certain charities and causes that it's not I don't agree with them. I choose not to support them because I think there's bigger problems in the world than some of the things there are. But this fucking clown Lineker jumps on everything. People were kind of reminding him of the facts that out on Twitter, saying, don't lecture people and try and sound like you're hard done by because you got a pay cut down to 1.35 million. And rather than him kind of go, do you know what, fair dues, that's a fair comment. No, he makes sarcastic comments back about, oh, well, I'll struggle through. At least I've had the opportunity to earn that money. He just literally gave people a load of shit back. And it was unnecessary. He really went down in my estimation, to be honest. And there's other celebrities that do the same thing. They fucking jump on every little charity and every little excuse to kind of look good by jumping on something that they probably have no idea of the full facts of something, but they just jump on it because it makes them feel better about themselves. So I say Lineker, he's gone down in my estimation a bit, especially if you jump on Twitter and jump on his page. Some people point out some quite valid points to him about some of the things that he jumps on, and kind of said, but are you aware of this and are you aware of that? And rather than kind of engage with them and go, do you know what? I take that everyone's point is different. No, he uses his celebrity and the fact that he thinks he's better than them and he's earning more money than them, that he can just jump and attack them back and say, oh, well, I'm more privileged than you are, so what do you know? And it was very condescending and very, speaks down to a lot of people. So, yeah, the guy needs to fucking sort his priorities out. I think Ricky Gervais, if you ever watch any of his Golden Globes monologues, the one that he gave this year telling famous people that they're in no position to lecture the normal folk like ourselves on the problems of the world because they're in no fucking position to do it because of what they're doing, is completely spot on. And Lineker falls into that category. Don't fucking lecture people when you're in a privileged position. The other thing that pisses me off a lot at the moment is fake prank videos and fake kind of, hey, look at this thing I've recorded and I haven't set up, and they put them on Twitter, they put them on Facebook, they turn up on TikTok, and they're so blatantly fucking fake that they must think that us watching them must be complete morons and believe that everything we watch in front of us on a screen is genuine. I saw one yesterday that really got my back up, because I thought, I'm not that fucking stupid to fall for that. They set it up that they've all had a party the night before. Girl's unconscious on the sofa asleep. So what they decide they're going to do is buy a fake transfer that looks like a tattoo, put it on her and make her believe that she was that drunk the night before that she didn't realise she had this massive great big tattoo done. Now, it's hilarious, I know. But the way they have to do this, she's laying there, so they have to get this tattoo, stick it to her stomach, then they have to wet it with cold water to get it to stick, and then rub the transfer in so that it kind of adheres to her skin. Now, all the while, she's not woken up through any of this. Now, I'm not being funny, but if I was laying in bed and someone put cold water on my belly, I'd fucking wake up. If someone started rubbing and pushing as hard as they were pushing on her belly to get this tattoo and this transfer stuck, I'd wake up. But no, they expect these people to go, oh my God, look how funny it is. Look, she's woke up. And then her reaction when she woke up was an even more bigger pile of bollocks than the actual setup for the whole thing. She's like waking up all bleary-eyed, oh, and then she looks down, oh my God, oh my God. Now, I know that there are occasions where people go around holiday and they get drunk, they have tattoos done and they don't remember getting them done. But I think you'd fucking remember a great big picture of a tiger right across the whole of your belly. I think you'd fucking remember going somewhere. And the fact is, a tattoo that big wouldn't be done in one sitting. It would be done in more than one sitting. So it's even more bollocks. I do laugh at some of the prank videos. The ones that you can see kind of are okay. There's another gentleman that's on Twitter and TikTok, Kristen Hanby. He's another one, fake, about him and his family having wars with each other, and the camera just happens to be recording when he's doing stuff and the other person doesn't realise he's going to do it, even though it's blatantly obvious what's going to happen. Now, if you're going to put prank videos online, fine, do that. If he's one of these influencers on social media and that's his thing, that his whole family, he plays so-called practical jokes on people, then fine, do that. But don't expect people to think it's fucking real when it's blatantly fake. We have programs on TV that kind of catch moments like You've Been Framed and stuff like that, and they wheedle out the fake ones from the real ones. I know that TikTok is a big thing and there's so much fake shit on there of people. There's the other one that really kind of gets to me, because I'm thinking, in the real world, in this country, it wouldn't fucking happen. It's this fact that you see a guy minding his own business on his iPhone, blah, 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 blah. Some guy comes along, smashes the phone out of his hand, so it hits the deck, hits the floor and smashes, and then as the guy's going to go and lump him one, he's got the brand new iPhone in a box and then gives it to him and goes, oh, I only done that because I was going to give you a new phone. Fuck off. I'm sorry, but most people, if you were standing there and someone runs along and knocks a phone out of your hand and it smashes on the floor, you've punched them in the face or grabbed hold of them before they've even got a chance to reveal this spanking new iPhone in a box to you. So it's another load of old bollocks. I just don't get it. I've joined Twitter. Not Twitter, I joined TikTok. I still don't get how to make proper videos, and the stuff I put on there is complete garbage. But I just put it on there. But I watch some of these people. Now, in order to get, I don't know if you're aware of how TikTok works. If you want to be able to kind of broadcast live, so what I'm doing now, you can set a live feed up and people can come in and talk to you and you can chat back to them. You have to have over 1,000 people following you. I think today I've got about 22, 23, maybe even 25, you know. So I've got quite a way to go before I can kind of go live and let people jump on and join me on TikTok. But I don't see how half of these people have got 1,000 people following them. When you look at the stuff they're posting, it's complete and utter bollocks. It's like, I don't get it. You're just doing something that 1,000 other people have done already and were probably funnier, and you've just jumped on a bandwagon and gone, oh, well, they done that, I'll do it as well. It also seems to be a lot of, let's be blatantly blunt on this, a lot of females going on there with not a lot of clothes on, just to hook the male audience in and to tease them that they might possibly, you know, show a bit more than they should do. But then obviously TikTok have got policies, or should have policies, that they ban people if they show too much flesh, which is a bit of a, it kind of contradicts itself, because you see people on there that have been banned because they've just done a dance in a short skirt, and you see people on there that have got a bikini that's barely covering anything, and they haven't been banned. The other thing that TikTok seems to be quite popular for being used for is for glamour models and women to advertise the fact that they're on the OnlyFans website. For those of you that aren't aware what OnlyFans is, males and females can open up an account on there. They charge people a fee, and then basically the fee is so they can go and look at naked pictures of the person online, and naked videos and pornographic videos and stuff like that. A few famous people have jumped on this and are charging a ridiculous amount of money so that people can see pictures of them naked. I think the most recent one that came to mind that I read about and saw and thought to myself, you really think people are going to pay that much money to look at you naked, was Kerry Katona. Apparently she's charging nearly 30 quid a month for people to go and look naked pictures of her. No thanks, I could think of 1,000 other things I'd sooner spend 30 quid on, and even then I don't think I'd get that as low down to the list that I'd sign up to her OnlyFans account. So TikTok, it's a strange one. I still like the Facebook, you know, that's alright. Twitter's still quite funny. The problem with Twitter at the moment is, again, there's too many people jumping on there with too much to say about kind of hot political and hot potato items, so they just deliberately go on there to say something inflammatory just to get people to flood on there and talk to them. It's a bit like talk radio. I stopped listening to that years ago, and talk sport, because it is just literally clickbait. It's like radio clickbait. They say stuff to wind people up, to get people to answer back and get irate on the phone. Similar thing now on TV. Talking about this whole TV and radio clickbait. Jeremy Vine's show on Channel 5. That seems to be a bit clickbaity now. They put topics on there that they know people are going to kick off at big time. I think today or yesterday it might have been, I think it was today, saying that they should close pubs and restaurants now that the schools are back. So no reason for why, just putting it on there so that they know that people are going to go flooding on there going no. And every day they have some kind of topic on there that you know is just to wind people up. And it doesn't make good TV, because you know that the people that you're getting are just ringing up because they're angry, and you're not going to get kind of a balanced debate. It's more kind of bear baiting. It's more kind of prod, wind people up, get them on the TV, get them on the radio, and have them kick off on the radio or kick off on the TV. Talk Sport is the absolute masters, especially that absolute bellend Adrian Durham. He is one of the biggest. I don't know how he's considered a journalist. All he is just a wind-up merchant. He just deliberately says something. He doesn't probably believe it, but he just knows that a load of people are going to jump online and get fucked off with what he's saying. but good for Laura Woods. She jumped on there. I saw this on Twitter. She jumped on there and kind of had him, had him out and dug him out on Twitter for him making kind of sarky comments about Aubameyang signing a new contract with Arsenal. And Durham has got a bit of a bee in his bonnet about Arsenal anyway. He'll always take a pot shot at them whenever he gets that. So those kind of things have been winding me up. I kind of ask people if there's anything that they want me to cover on here. A few topics are a bit too political, and I don't want to kind of get involved in the real, the real kind of high level politics of things, because everyone's view on politics is different, and I don't really want that to be. I don't really want this to be about talking about politics. But someone did ask my opinions on the possibility that Joe Biden's a bit too old to run for president, and that it does mean that Trump could probably get a second term in as President of the United States of America. My thought on that is, Biden, 75, 76? It does seem a bit old to be a world leader when you look at the last few prime ministers in this country have been quite young or youngish. They've not been anywhere even near 60, let alone 70, mid-70s. I think Trump's 72, if I'm wrong, but I'm sorry, but I think he's about 72. Let's be honest, the American nation, a lot of them are completely fucking clueless. Trump, I'll be honest, I think he will get in again. A lot of people kind of get hooked in by certain things that he wants to deal with, that he says are big issues, but the big issues in America he kind of shies away from, and he kind of keeps out of it. He has made some ridiculous comments throughout the whole pandemic thing. Notably the inject yourself with Dettol. So he doesn't really cover himself in glory, Mr. Trump. But I think the American public will vote him in again. They're just that stupid. They will kind of be suckered in, much the same as kind of this country was suckered in by UKIP. They'll be suckered in by him, bringing up kind of major hot potato issues that the Americans are really hot on, and him saying he's going to do something about it, and I forget about all the other stuff that he hasn't dealt with. I do think Trump will get back in, sadly. And then we've got another 5 years of him. I don't think Boris is going to be around that long to be with him for 5 years as well. So we've got this kind of special relationship we have with the States. I've said this before, and I'll put it on camera now. I said I didn't want to talk about politics, but this isn't going too deep. I do genuinely think that Boris Johnson, within the kind of next year to 18 months, will step back from being Prime Minister. I don't think, since he's been ill and come back, he's always looked ill to me. He's always looked like the whole thing is really getting to him and is having an effect on his health. He has just had a child, so he's got a family. I know he's got children dotted elsewhere, but that, and I do think he'll make a decision based on the fact that he his body, and he just can't take it anymore. And I think he will step down. I think this time around about this time in 2 years' time, we'll probably have a new Prime Minister. Because I honestly do think he will step down. I think this is going to take its toll on him, which it will do. He's dealing with something that no one's ever had to deal with before, and it's going to take its toll on him. And I think he will just do like a Cameron, the shit's gone down, I'm going to step away, I'm fucking out of here. And that's that. Apart from that, I can't think of anything else really to cover on here. So a few suggestions were made were a bit too right on political. apart from that, then I will love you and leave you then, rather than just waffle on. I may jump on again in a couple of days' time, or maybe even later on today if there's other things that kind of pop up and amuse me or anger me. I will say one thing: if you haven't caught it already, the biography 3-part thing that's been on the last 3 nights to do with Dennis Nielsen was absolutely tremendous and amazing. Tennant just proves what a great actor he is, and it's done in a way that it doesn't glorify what he done, which is good. And I think that was their aim. They didn't want to glorify it, and turn it into like a horror film kind of thing, like like Jason going on a rampage or something like that. They've done it in such a way that he doesn't come across as a hero, or not a hero, but an anti-hero, and he's not celebrated. So I think it's been done really, really well. If you haven't already watched it, get it on like ITV catch up or something like that and watch it. It's well worth a watch. Apart from that, I'm gonna go. Please, as I always say at the end of my videos, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will get through all this shit that's going on at the moment. We'll look back and say 2020 was the write-off year, and hopefully 2021 will be a lot better. So without anything else more to add, thanks very much for watching this. Jump on YouTube, give this a like, jump on the Facebook page, and make any comments about what you'd like me to discuss, anything further. I say nothing too political, to be honest. We want to stay away from that. And I will catch you later. So cheerio, my lovelies.